And in reference to the information, the Indiana Treasury Office needs to be charged with sperm theft, attempts of murder. They possibly have shot at me before. I'm not sure. But obviously, I still have to go down to the office and say, hey, what's this all about, You know, I've had these scars on my face from the government trying to murder me when I was a little boy. Obviously, some dirty government people in Indiana was involved in it. And that government man just said, oh, he dares you to say something. Another $500 trillion against the Indiana Treasury Department. You better stop fucking burning me. Your people still have to go to court. The California Treasury has to come over and arrest people in Indiana. I'm not fucking around with you people, man. But according to this, it says delinquent penalties and special assessments. 241192. Then it says cost and payments, postage and publications costs, and other actual costs incurred by the county. $300 is prior year tax. Now, I'm going to tell you, man, my mother had documents, and so did my father, but, my father died before my mother did, but in reference to, those are still on record at the Treasury. But in reference to government abusing me, and then them trying to complain about, they just pinched on my lips, too. What satellite did that? The Treasury don't seem to know. This ain't a German fucking Treasury, motherfucker. This is America. There ain't no goddamn German on any American currency. And you Germans had fucking kidnapped me from California, and you were involved in the murder of my parents. If any of your names or any of your relatives was involved or on the hate club list, you have to be apprehended. That's the facts of law in America, man. But in reference to the auditor's office, I guess I have to go down there and say, hey, because I have to hear it from them. I'll say, see what, you said I owed you this amount of money. And then, once they see my face, because, I've had the scars on my face, they'll be having to prosecute these people. No matter what. That's the guidelines of the Elliott Ness laws. It says on the Elliott Ness laws, if anybody from government of any branch, including the Treasury, the Supreme Court, law enforcement, Sheriff's Department, court judges, business people, or anybody that causes me any fucking problems, they can get indicted, they can get subpoenaed into court, and they can get prosecuted. That's why that royal protocol is in the media. It's not a German document. Maybe you can't fucking understand it because you only speak German and you're faking your English or something. But that royal protocol is in the media in Indianapolis. And I'm the only child of my mother and father. And they couldn't give nothing away to nobody, only to me. So in reference to, plus my tax-free status, obviously the Indiana Treasury is violating my tax-free status, which they have tried to murder me several times, obviously. And they must be investigated by all the other 49 states in reference to the Indiana Treasury and their attempts of murder. And their destitute crimes. If the Treasury in Indiana is found guilty of holding on to any monies or lawsuit monies, the U.S. Marshals can arrest every single person. They can arrest the police department, too. If any of them are holding on to any monies that I was supposed to have received, or from any court rulings or judgments against people, or the fact of government brutality. Those government people can get arrested and prosecuted for their crimes. I'm not toying with people. I don't get into people's lives, but when you try to get into mine, you got to throw the book at people, And in reference to their tricks and their abuses. But according to this, it says, I guess, $3,192. Is that $3,192. That's blood money, man. Your people kidnapped me. California law enforcement, Beverly Hills Police Department needs to come over and investigate the Indiana Treasury and check their race and religion to see if they have any ties to any former presidents that was involved in the murder of my father or mother, or in reference to any of them having ties to injuring me before. And of course, there's a lot of other formalities of government violations that the Indiana treasury just seems to pretend like they don't know a fucking thing about. I guess this is their way of life since they've been doing these satellite crimes for so many years. And the American politicians didn't say, "Hey, what are you doing, dirty satellite man?" You know. But that's the guidelines of law, procedures. And if any of them have ever attacked me on any job, either way, procedures of law, man. They have to get prosecuted no matter fucking what. Like, even if I have to pay this, it's going to come back to haunt you. Meaning, like, you're going to end up owing me over $30 billion or $3 billion plus the harassment, plus the fact of you burning my teeth and face when I called down there. You're going to probably owe me about $3 trillion or $30 trillion or something. Because, see, it's my value that you're degrading. It's my value that you have damaged. It's my family name that's richer than your family name. But then you thought you would try to scam me by holding me hostage and then pretending like you weren't the ones doing it. And you're hitting me in the jaw right here. Need the number of that satellite. I'm not playing with you, man. I'm not German. I don't speak German. I don't eat German food. Never have. So in reference to your tricks, you have to get prosecuted no matter who the fuck you are.